So, today, I'm finally ready to take on the Spiral Abyss. Also, since the last time, I changed my party to this right here, Traveler, Kale, Pyro Archon, and Barbara. I also got their weapons up as much as I could. Unfortunately, I don't have a better polearm, but Xiangling is already broken, so it's all good. Now before I actually start the Spiral Abyss, I'm going to go get some Joy and Chilies, so I can ascend the Pyro Archon. Also, don't even get me started with Kale. So Sumeru is all the way over here, and I know that there are Rukashava mushrooms, but walking all the way over there right now, this early into the game, I am way too lazy for that, so Kale is staying level 20. But I do think it's cool that I got access to Dendro this early into the game. I'm glad I got Kale. Wow, it's been a really long time since I've seen this area. There's no teleport waypoint nearby, so the only way you're going to actually get here is if you just walk here, which there's really not a reason to unless you need these materials. But anyway, here we are, Pyro Archon material. And here we go. So she's level 40, but she's actually doing damage as much as probably like a level 90 character. So that's a little bit broken. Also, I might as well just use her free fate. Let's see what I get. A 4-star. Livonius Greatsword. I can probably put that to use if I ever get a Dory. Here we go, entering the Spiral Abyss. Technically I've already done this, but it didn't let me unlock the domain because I wasn't high enough AR. But now it'll finally let me in. A grand underground corridor which leads to an unknown spiral constructed by... Yeah, it doesn't give you enough time to read that. And this is where everyone's Genshin journey starts. Or try-hard journey, I guess you can say. Okay, floor 1. Shouldn't really be that much of a problem because the Pyro Archon is also getting a buff. So she just completely destroys the game. Also, when I do the Spiral Abyss, I usually just pick the left one because effective this floor means it's effective throughout all the chambers, and I'm too lazy to pick one for the specific chamber each time. Yeah, so my characters are all level 40 with some of them with level 50 weapons, so floor 1's not really going to be that hard. Okay, honestly, this kind of feels like doing a leyline domain, so yeah, that's really not that difficult. I'm curious to see how much Burgeon does this early on in the game. 1.3k, I think. There were a lot of numbers. I also got an achievement out of that. That's cool. Spiral Abyss is really fun in the beginning. Like, it's not difficult, but I do think it's really fun because you just get to use your early game characters and test them out against various different monsters. Honestly, this felt more like doing 3 domains at once instead of actually doing Spiral Abyss. This is why I don't like Anima Traveler. Okay, floor 2. Cryo damage dealt by all party members increased by 75%. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. So the monsters are finally matching my level 40, so this should be a little bit more of a challenge. But also since it's floor 2, it gives you a lot of time. It assumes a lot of people are new to this game, so not really much of a challenge if you've done the Spiral Abyss multiple times. Okay, on to floor 2, chamber 2. The first monolith defense one. Which also reminds me, they got rid of the monolith defense on floor 11 recently. It's not in the Spiral Abyss anymore. I wonder if they're gonna bring that back. Also, I like how this floor encourages you to bring cryo, because the monsters are always affected by hydro, but it's actually just really good for Xiangling, so yeah. So far it seems like Dendro is just as good as it is early game as it is late game, so yeah, Dendro's a really good reaction, no matter what level your character is. Okay, so that's floor 2 completed. Let's see if I can handle floor 3. So this time it's buffing Swirl, so Animal Traveler is just going to thrive even more. So it's finally using the Spiral Abyss domain that we're all used to on floor 9 through 12. So these monsters are level 45 now. I don't think it's going to be much of a challenge, more of just a DPS check. And I probably won't have that much damage on the third chamber, but we'll see. I wish you can do that to the Wii Nut. So Aether has the same voice line as Xiao, Animal Traveler. Disappear. I wonder where he learned that from. Collate you. Oh my, okay. Auto-targeting. And as a Yoimiya main, well, that's completely normal. I remember when I was new to Genshin, I used to be terrified of these rune guards. But now, they introduce shields into the game. And yeah. But if someone's new to the game and they see something like this, yeah, that is kind of terrifying. I do wonder if Hoyoverse will ever add an option to make the game just extremely difficult for yourself. If you're really experienced in the game and you want more of a challenge. Maybe not, but if it's optional, that would be pretty cool. Also, I got a polearm billet. That's cool. Okay, so floor 4, I don't think it's going to be hard despite the red numbers on the levels. It's just going to be a DPS check. That was a lot of Burgeons as well. Yeah. Dendro, you make Geo look really, really bad. Look at Hoyoverse slapping on these red numbers, acting like these monsters are a threat. But I'm pretty sure if they hit me, they're not going to do that much damage anyway. Yeah, so this has just turned into a DPS check, and I am doing less damage to these because I am a lower level. So it's not that these monsters have a lot of HP, it's just that the level difference and the fact that I also keep running into bubbles. So I think I'm going to stop here for now and just come back when my characters are level 50. 900 Primo Gems just for that. So it also looks like a free Xiangling. C2 Xiangling doesn't really do anything. Like if I activate this or if I don't, it's really not going to change anything. But there we go. Pyro Archon getting increased every single day. Okay, on another note, I've been stuck at Adventure Rank 25 for a few days, so I'm going to do this Ascension quest so I can get access to better materials in the overworld. Okay, be honest, when you were new to this game, did you have trouble doing this Ascension quest? Because I did. I remember I took a few tries to do it because I just didn't understand the game, and I was lost the whole time. I never really realized how cool this place looks, and I also wonder if they're ever going to use this in another quest or something, because this really looks like Abyss related. I do find this quest a little bit weird because you have to fight an Electrocube, and basically if you don't have a Pyro character upgraded, it's a little bit difficult to destroy the prisms at the end. Basically, if you're starting off in this game, you kind of have to use a Pyro character or else it's just going to be difficult to actually clear this domain. Not really a problem for people who have been playing this game already, but if you're brand new to Genshin and you don't really know much about the game, it could be a little bit difficult. Also, Hoyoverse spreading out the monsters as much as possible to give you a headache. Guoba, what are you doing? Guoba. Oh, okay. Oh, I understand what he was trying to do. So Guoba was trying to imitate Scaramouche by being silly. Because, you know, Scaramouche can never do anything right. So Guoba was like, hey, I'm going to do that. I'm Scaramouche. Also, aren't these symbols the same thing from the Sumeru Desert, where you have to hit the stones? Or is that something else? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to things like that, but I think I remember for some reason. Yep, there it is. So you have 8 minutes to fight an electro hypostasis. That's a generous amount of time, actually. This is too easy. Let me take some damage. Okay. Wow, that didn't really help. Oh, that's right. Dendro can deal with this now too, so if you're new to this game, well, I kind of forgot that Dendro reacts with Electro, and also that Boomerang is going wild. So that's gonna be all for this one. Until next time.